Here are three ideas as concepts related to assessment. For me, first, formative assessment. This concept refers to the ongoing process of gathering information and feedback during the learning process. It involves techniques like quizzes, observation, and discussion. Next, B, authentic assessment. This approach emphasizes real world applications of knowledge and skills by assessing students' abilities to perform tasks that reflect meaningful and relevant contexts. Lastly, rubrics. For me, rubrics are scoring tools that outline specific criteria and levels of performance for evaluating students' work. They provide clear expectations and help ensure consistency and fairness in assessment. Now, here are two ideas or concepts that I would like to know more about assessment. First things first, assessment for learning. This concept explores how assessment can be utilized as a tool for promoting students' learning and growth rather than just measuring achievement. B, here's the second one, technology-based assessment. With the rapid advancement of technology, I am interested in learning more about how assessment can be enhanced or transformed through the use of educational technology. Then the last one is an idea concept about assessment that I believe I have already mastered. Well, as for me, I am just a student, but I believe one thing that could be easily mastered is the criterion reference assessment. This type of assessment focuses on evaluating student performance based on specific criteria or standards rather than comparing them to other students. I am familiar with the principles and practices of developing and using criterion reference assessments to measure individual achievement and learning outcomes. Is like the vigilant detective who keeps a watchful eye in the classroom. In this scenario, let's say you're teaching science experiment. As you move from one group to another, you observe their progress, ask questions, and ensure everyone is engaged. You're monitoring their activities, checking for understanding, and making note of any challenges they face. Now, assessment steps in like a helpful guide, equipped with tools to measure learning. Now, let's imagine a math exercise where each student has a personalized set of problems. As they solve them, you collect their work, review it, and provide feedback. Assessments allow you to gauge individual strengths, identify areas of improvement, and tailor instruction accordingly. And finally, evaluation is the wise judge who brings it all together. Picture a lively class discussion where students present their research projects. You assess their creativity, critical thinking, and presentation skills. Evaluation goes beyond additional performance and considers the overall progress of the class. It helps you determine the effectiveness of your teaching methods and the attainment of learning goals. Here's why their alignment is vital. In a multi-grade class, students belong to different grade levels and possess diverse learning needs. By aligning assessment strategies with differentiated instruction, you ensure that each student's unique abilities and challenges are taken into account. It's like tailoring a custom made outfit for each learner rather than a one size fits all approach. When assessment strategies align with differentiated instruction, you gain a deeper understanding of individual students' progress and learning styles. This knowledge allows you to adjust your teaching methods, materials, and pace to suit their needs. It promotes inclusivity, encourages students' engagement, and maximizes learning outcomes. Here's how you can orchestrate them effectively. So, when monitoring in multi-grade classes, strives on proactive engagement, move around the classroom, interact with students, foster an atmosphere of open communication, observe their progress, ask questions, and provide timely guidance. Embrace technology as well to streamline the monitoring process with digital tools that enable you to track individual and collective process. On the other hand, assessment in multi-grade classes flourishes through differentiation. Tailor assessments to match the diverse needs and abilities of your students. Use a variety of assessment techniques such as quizzes, projects, presentations, and portfolios. Leverage technology to automate grading and provide timely feedback, ensuring its students received personalized support. Lastly, evaluation in multi-grade classes strives on holistic approach. Consider both individual and collective achievements, taking into account the unique dynamics of a multi-grade setting. Reflect on the effectiveness of your instructional strategies, curriculum design, and classroom management. Involve students in self-assessment and peer evaluation to encourage metacognitive skills and collaboration within and across the school areas. Assessment is like the lighthouse that guides the teaching learning process through stormy seas. It holds great importance for several reasons. Firstly, assessment provides a snapshot of students' knowledge, skills, and understanding. Assessment serves as a compass helping teachers identify knowledge gaps and tailor instructions to meet the needs of each learner. Secondly, assessment empowers students to take charge of their own learning journey. By receiving feedback on their performance, they gain valuable insights into their strengths and areas for improvement. It instills a sense of ownership and responsibility, motivating them to actively engage in the learning process. Thirdly, assessment fosters a culture of continuous improvement. It provides teachers with data driven information to evaluate the effectiveness of their teaching strategies and make informed instructional decisions. Lastly, assessment serves as a means of communication and accountability. It provides a platform for teachers, students, parents, and stakeholders to understand and develop learning progress.